Take a look at this English built classic 1973 Jaguar XKE Convertible V12 powered underneath the hood. Would actually be a 5.3 liter or 326 cubic inch V12 underneath the hood of this. Single overhead cam engine, so 24 valve. Now, of course, on the English built units, this front bumper extension, I guess bumper override if you want to call it that, that would be on the front bumpers of the 1973 rear bumper. The override wouldn't have came along until 1974. Now, if you want to check out some still pictures of this, take your time, look it over, see the interior, the underside. This is a very original car. So take a look at the still pictures, take your time looking through them. UniqueClassicCars.com is where you can find that at. Down below this video in the description, there's a link. Click on it. That's going to take you right to our website where you can see the pictures. Or feel free to call us if you got any questions on this one. 507-386-1726. Now, that engine that I mentioned, the V12 underneath the hood, it is numbers matching. You can tell that by the stamping. The engine number that is on it, you can coincide that with the data plate, if you will, that is on the cowl. And I have pictures of all of that. So you can see, investigate it for yourself. Check it out. Front disc brakes. And of course, take a look at these Jaguar wheels. They are the spoked wheels with the knockoffs. Those are true knockoff wheels, riding on white wall radio tires. The key for that, or the tool for getting those knockoffs off in the trunk, it is all there, and it's in the pictures also. Now, this particular car, sable, would be the color of this, and it appears that this was the original color of the car. Has had a repaint along the way somewhere. They did not paint over the door jambs. So there's your original color of the car. You can tell there's a paint line, has been repainted. The interior, I believe, is biscuit. I know you could get it in biscuit and cinnamon. It appears to be the original interior, and correct me if I'm wrong. It's tough to tell by the color codes or the color charts that we looked at, but I believe it's biscuit, but I could be wrong. If I am, correct me, let me know. I am not the all-knowing Jaguar expert. I can pass you along what I have investigated and found out about this car, but always open-minded to information. Now, top on this, you can see in the still pictures, also very nice shape. That too has been replaced along the line somewhere. Nice, I would call it biscuit color, tan color again, and is in nice shape. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist you with getting this car to where you're located at, and it may be eligible for an extended service contract. Feel free to consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. There are quite a few manuals, books, Jaguar information that goes with this car that are in the trunk. You'll see those in the pictures, as well as that knockoff key and the lead mount that goes with it. This particular car was with the previous owner for approximately 15 years. Just decided it was time for him to part with it. He was a very meticulous owner. There's also a folder that goes with this car that is labeled with any of the fluids that he used or knows of that was in it. I believe there are some hoses and belt sizes with that, but yeah, there's a little folder with just some information of what he used as far as lubricants, belts, hoses, etc. So that will go with it. Now, what I have noticed as far as playing around with options on the car, wipers do work. The blower fan works, 2 speeds. You can change the defrost to the windscreen. That works just fine. Choke works fine. It appeared that all the gauges were working with the exception, I can't remember on the clock, I would have to double check that, and the radio was in-op, just so you know. Around to the driver's side here. And of course, if you want to raise the hood on this, you have these two, I shouldn't say two, this lever, but there's 2 of them, one on each side, and they need to be turned and then pulled out. We can raise the hood, and we're going to do that here in a second after I start it up. You can hear this run. Judging by the condition of the seats, which are very good considering the age of them. I would say that these are the original leather seats. They do not appear that they've been reupholstered in any way. They appear original. So let me go ahead, get in here. We'll get this started. Show you where the choke is. We'll fire this up and let's hear it run. All right, choke is right here, and I'm just going to click it out, show you a second, just like that. I did have it running a bit ago, but when I choke it, the light does come on. See how easily it starts? I'll push this back in, you can hear the idle go back down to low idle on it. Very smooth running. All right, the one thing I did notice, this right here is a handbrake switch. We have tested it, and the handbrake switch will not turn that light off. Just to let you know, but the brake is off. So this car goes down the road, nice, fun to drive. All right, now as far as gauges here, battery, oil, both working. It appears the clock too has moved. We'll check that in just a little bit and see if that's going also. Temperature gauge, I have not had it running very long. I would assume that's going to come up. We will check that in a second too, see if that clock has moved. And fuel gauge does work also. All right, as you can see, dash, very stock yet. This car appears kind of stock all the way around with the exception of a repaint. So, tell you what, let me slip out of this and we'll get that hood open. We're gonna let you check out that engine bay and see how that looks. I'm going to pause this a second because it's a little larger hood. Make sure we get it up and so you can check out the engine. All right, I want to slip around to the rear of this so you can hear that exhaust note. Actually very kind of deep, cool note coming out of the center exhaust there. Very cool car. All right, I want to slip up to the front here a second, and I did wait just a second. I wanted to see that clock is working, and as you can see, the temperature gauge is starting to come up. So here's all the gauges are working. There's that V12 humming away, and as you can see, again, very stock looking. Up on that cowl, right back underneath here, is where you can see the engine number. And the engine number stamped down below it on the block. And there's, again, pictures of all of that on our website. I'm going to hit that one last time here before I go also. So let me slip around to this other side. Take a look from over here. So yeah, just how cool the engine bay is that. That front tipping hood. There you go. 5.3 liter V12 and a 1973 Jaguar XKE Convertible. Original color. Appears to be original interior, original engine. Here you go. Give us a call, 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com. Down below this video in the description, there's a link. Click on it. That's going to bring you right to our website. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist you with getting this car to where you're located at, and it may be eligible for an extended service contract. Give us a call.